Ladies and gentlemen, when y'all are dating a beautiful woman, don't let the beauty crowd what's really being said on the date. I want y'all to take a look at this woman right here. You have to ask specific questions on a date, and she gonna tell you everything you need to know. This an older woman, but this woman has been married and divorced 3 times. Ask yourself why she been married and divorced 3 times. I haven't watched this. You haven't watched this. We're gonna be watching this together. Let's go.
And divorce 3 times. And if I could say one thing about my experience, and I mean, you can take it or leave it, it's going to be this. Make sure that whoever you are dealing with, okay, whether it's, somebody you're dating, long term, short term, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or whatever, make sure that wherever they are at that moment, and by that moment, I mean, if they don't lose any weight, if they don't get a better job, if they don't fix, the childhood trauma, if they got a cat and you don't like cats, wherever they are at that moment, if you cannot deal with that, if you're thinking about, oh, well, if they change this and they change that and, over time, then we'll grow to be, if they don't change a thing, is that somebody that you want to commit yourself to? See, what a lot of us, women especially, what we do is we connect ourselves to the potential that we feel a person has. And that potential doesn't always pan out. Sometimes we see something in somebody else that they don't necessarily get to realize or that they even see in themselves. But you gotta understand that you have to love people where they are. And if they're showing a bunch of red flags and a bunch of deal breakers now, you have to know that if you commit yourself to that person, you could potentially be dealing with that for the rest of your life if you're talking about marriage or long-term relationships. So ignore the potential. Just throw that shit away. Go ahead and take a look at where that person is right now. If that's somebody that you can see yourself with long-term until you leave this planet, then you commit to that person. But do not commit to somebody's potential, because that's not something that exists. It doesn't exist.
Dating isn't really easy. I think she's kind of right, but I think she's kind of wrong too. You should want to ask them where they're at right now, and then you want to ask them where they are and where they want to be in the future. But you also want to know what are they doing right now in order for them to get to the future. She asked, she said good advice, in my opinion. I think you also want to know, knowing the potential is good as well. Because if the dude don't like where he's at right now, I don't think he's going to be more focused on him trying to get where he's at rather than probably focusing on you. It's probably gonna be, if he's determined to get where he wants to go in 5 years, then more focus is going to be on that than it is being on you. One of them has to take a back seat, and it's probably going to be you. If he was for real, he wouldn't date at all. But if you want to date, you're probably going to take the back seat. And sweetheart got like 3 kids, married 3 times. They go, this one don't look the same as that one. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, sweetheart. Is this another kid? You've been dating for potential, huh? Yeah, you offered some good advice, but I think it was a little off. You also upload a lot of Instagram and TikTok. Dang, girl, 580 posts, 35 plus mama 3. I mean, dang. Let me see what he has to say.
I call bullshit. This woman just admitted to us that, first of all, she's been married 3 times and been divorced 3 times, right? 3 times. Let's think about that for a second. First of all, we know one thing's for sure. She does not drink coffee.
No, I'll have a tea actually.
So that's the first problem. And, I should be used to that, and we can forgive that because we're not surprised. But on top of this, how can you be in 3 marriages and somehow not get on camera and think, I might be the problem?
No, I think that's what she admitted though. She didn't say it, but she low-key admitted it. She didn't say it, but the advice she was given was her dating for potential. I think that's what she was doing. Oh, I can see him doing this, but he's fine where he's at. Or maybe he ain't got no desire to go anywhere else. Now, if he's okay where he's at, then he gonna be okay. And he's gonna focus on something else. But if he's not okay, he gonna focus on getting where he needs to go. And you will take the back seat.
How can that not just at least cross your mind just a little bit, man? Because this is the truth. I can give her at least credit for this, for speaking some truth in the fact that, yes, a lot of women pursue relationships thinking that they can change men. And men pursue relationships hoping that women don't change, right? But both parties, both men and women, have to understand that's an unrealistic way of looking at life. I get this. For a first marriage, that's great advice. Third marriage, second marriage, then third marriage. Come on.
She's been married and divorced 3 times. 73% of all third marriages end in divorce. We have the fourth most highest divorce rate in the world. The 4th. So if this woman was to get married again, it went to 73. It's not even saying the 4th. So it must be way higher than that. Married and divorced 3 times. Jesus. It says right here, therefore the following trend, we could guess, this is a guess, that the marriage rate is likely to be 80 to 83%. I just thought I'd share that with y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.